Morning, everybody. Bright and early today, 6 a.m. I'm going to continue off where we ended yesterday in Chapter 8. I'm going to work on Chapter 9 this morning of this Intro to GIS Programming, Qiusheng Wu. Today I put the stuff in a Jupyter notebook and hopefully have it a little more organized here. So we're going to be looking at data structures today. Chapter 9 is on the data structures and lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries. Tuples will typically come in parentheses with a comma in it. List will be in the square brackets. Sets will be in the curly braces with commas in between each item. Dictionaries will be in curly braces with a key on one side and a value on the other. We had worked with a couple latitude. We had worked with these variables in Chapter 8, but we'll start here with exercise 1. Use list. Create a list of tuples where each tuple contains the name of a city and its corresponding latitude and longitude. So, let's create a list of tuples. So a list of tuples, we're going to do, let's see, let's call this cities, I suppose. And we'll start a list, which will be the square brackets, and then we're going to have 3 tuples. And we just go ahead and copy and paste these latitude and longitude values. If we didn't have this information already, obviously we would need to look it up. You can Google it, or maybe you have a data set that already has it in it. Let's print cities and then print, what is it, cities dot data type. Let me look up how to do the data type real quick. Did this yesterday and I already forgot. Oh, it's just type. It's not D type. All right, so let's run this cell, which I believe the hotkey is Control-5. I don't know why it does that. Come on, man. I just want to execute this cell. I'm not used to still getting used to God, brain is having trouble this morning because it's early. Visual Studio. Null is not defined because I don't think it's running the frickin' cell. I think that's what the problem is. It should be super, super, super quick. All right, see, this is what I thought. Okay, yeah. This is down here is trying to run like a Python script, but I want to run it in the Jupyter notebook here. All right, yeah, so we got our list of tuples here. Okay, so task 1, add a new city. So to add a value to a list, I think we're going to use append. Yep, we're going to add append. So to add a value to a list, let's comment these out. Actually, just do it this way. Cities dot append. And then we'll add the new coordinates for Miami here. And all right, I do want to be able to use the hotkey for the cell, so give me a second. I cripple myself from the beginning if I don't take the time to learn the hotkeys. Should be Control Enter as far as I understand. All right, cool. And now you can see we got the new value here. All right, so we've done task 1. Task 2. Oh, print the entire list. We did task 1 and 2. And if we want to print or slice the list, we're going to put some square brackets next to the variable here in the print statement. Put a colon there. It'll start at 0 and it'll print 1 less than the value you have on the right side. So we want to print 0 and 1 for 0 and 1. 0 and 1 for the first 2. So Control Enter, just the first 2. All right, it's exercise 1. Exercise 2. Create a tuple for the Eiffel Tower. Okay, let's call this chords, short for coordinates. Just go ahead and copy and paste this. Okay. Print, I think, so access and print the latitude and longitude from the tuple. I think the way we do this is that. Gonna be like this. And then we'll go ahead and print. We'll use a give ourselves some more context here. All right, we've accessed and printed the latitude and longitude. So now we're going to try to change the value of the longitude. And so I believe that's the replace method. Let's see. Python replace. Okay, so we're gonna do chords dot replace 48.8584, and we want to change it to 48.8585. I believe if I go all right, so typically if you had, let's say if we had a list of chords and we do the same thing, the same coordinates here. Then when I type chords_list and I do the dot replace, it's still not showing. But I was hoping it would pop up like the information for it. Just so you know, I've got it searched here, and that first value is the old value, and the second value is the new value. But if I print chords list, so I run this now, you'll see that the oh, I'm wrong about that too. Oh, yeah. Silly me. I know this. Place a value in a list. So I was placing a value in a string before. This time I want to change the first value in the list. Because it's going to be the longitude I want to replace. And we'll keep getting the error on. We see the for chords list, the value has changed, but let's ignore that. That was extra credit. Tuple object has no attribute replace, so try to change the latitude. My friend, this is the latitude, not the longitude. Try to change the latitude. What happens? It doesn't work because tuples are immutable objects. Tuples are immutable objects. That means they can't be changed. This makes them good for storing coordinate pairs. City's not really going to up and move, you know? Okay, so I finished exercise 2. Exercise 3, create a list of countries you visited. Sorry, create a set of countries you visited. Now, sets are unique lists. Store unique values. They automatically remove duplicates. It's going to be helpful for task number 2. All right, so I've actually traveled a few, but let's, a set is curly braces. Let's say I visited the USA, I visited Thailand, I visited Japan, I visited Italy. All right. Print countries. Okay. All right. Now, I believe for sets, what is it, append? It's add. It's not add for sets. Okay, so countries.add. All right, here we go. So we see we got the hint here. Element.add. So we're gonna add a string. Okay, so where else? Spain. Been to Spain. So see, before the add, didn't have Spain. Now it does have Spain. Okay. Then let's countries.add. Let's add another visit to Thailand. Say I've been to Thailand twice. And Thailand doesn't get added twice because strings or sets will automatically remove the duplicates. All right. Moving on to exercise 4, create a dictionary to store information about a specific geospatial feature such as a river. Okay, so dictionary is going to be, I'm going to say a good name for this information. All right, I guess we'll just do let's do Amazon info equals. We'll make a dictionary and we'll space it out like so. We'll make our key here. We want our first key to be name. Then we want the value to be river. Put a comma. So we'll add a new key, which we'll call length. And we'll make that 6,400 kilometers. The new key, which will be countries. And we'll make this one will store a list. Amazon goes through Brazil, Peru, and Colombia. All right, so let's print Amazon info. Cool. Now let's print Amazon info.keys and .values. So we can see we have the keys and the values there. Okay, that was extra credit. Now I think in the next chapter we'll learn loops and how to iterate through, do that same thing using a loop. Okay, add a new key value pair. So adding when you're with dictionaries, let's see here, which one is it? Okay. Right. So we're gonna add our variable with what our key is and then put the value on the right side of the equal side. Okay. So we'll do that underneath so you get to see both. Amazon info, we're gonna name this variable average discharge, and then we'll have that equal 209,000 meters cubed per second. And then we'll print Amazon info. All right, let's see the average discharge has been added. And then we want to update the length. So we'll update the length the same way that we would update the list value up here by finding the we will do it differently actually. We will use the square brackets and we'll reference the length and we'll update the value. Oopsies. And we should see the value has been changed. All right. Exercise 5. Create a dictionary to represent a city that contains the city's name, population, and coordinates. All right, so we'll go back to, we'll create another dictionary. So Tokyo info equals name, Tokyo, comma, population. We'll have this one store as a, this stored as a tuple the other day. Let's see if this stores as an actual integer. Chords. I actually don't know why, what setting I have enabled, because I haven't had this. This should be an integer. Let's just do it this way without the commas. And then we'll print Tokyo info. We'll access the population of the city. Well, so we'll how do you do it? Is it the first one or is it? Oh, it's get. It's the get. Okay. Okay. Let's do it this way. Let's create a new variable of city name equals Tokyo info name city latitude equals Tokyo info chords. That's gonna get the latitude and the longitude though. We'll start with getting both of them, and then we'll figure it out. All right, so let's print city name, print city latitude. All right, so we got the city name and we got the latitude and longitude. So now I need to access the first element. I do that by doing this. Sure do. Okay. By using slicing or indexing. Okay. Now I need to update the population to 14 million. So Tokyo info, will access population this way, and then we'll change the value by putting the value we want it to update to on the right side of the equal sign. And you'll see that the population right here updated. Okay. So that is exercise, or sorry, those are the exercises from chapter 9 of Intro to Geospatial Programming. Yeah, really great book so far. And the next chapter is going to be string operations. Okay, we'll work with strings in the next chapter. Then we'll work on loops in chapter 11. So see you next time.